Nicki Minaj just went off on Jay-Z after he tried to sabotage her by getting her arrested in a foreign country. Nicki has been trying to warn us for a hot minute now that Jay-Z and the entire Roc Nation team have been out to ruin her career. But most people thought she was just throwing baseless allegations around to keep her name in the news and justify why she hates Megan. However, after her recent arrest and the real shady details behind it, people are beginning to take her seriously, and they're speculating that Jay-Z might even go after Nicki's life if we don't protect her from the industry. Now, in case you somehow missed out on all the tea these past couple of days, y'all better sit back, cause there's a lot to unpack here. This whole mess started just a few days ago when Nicki went off on IG Live while getting arrested at an airport in Amsterdam for allegedly having soft substances in her luggage.
Because you are carrying...
I'm not carrying.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's...
I'm not
smart
carrying.
to go, right?
Number one, when I came here,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer. It's
No,
no
I
problem.
need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where
you
I'm
have
going.
to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away.
It's
They
5 minutes
texted
away.
it.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will get your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
yes,
What about it?
yeah, we
He
talk.
said they will help to try to...
She was supposed to have her first show there to kick off the European leg of her Pink Friday 2 tour, but the show ended up being canceled because of this whole mess with the feds. They've been trying to stop me from coming to every show. They took my bags before I could see them, put it on the plane, and now they saying they waiting on customs. This is what it looks like when people are paid big money to try and sabotage a tour after all else failed. Everything they've done is illegal. She also jumped on Twitter and accused a certain group of people of trying to sabotage her tour and stealing money from her. According to Nicki, she's been going through these constant harassment struggles and very unnecessary searches at the airport all the time. But this time, they decided to go all out by accusing her of transporting substances. She also accused her tour manager of stealing over $30,000 to $40,000 whenever she gets on a flight and lying about the cost of the flight when she asks. Child, Nicki is real rich, because why in the hell did it take her this long to realize somebody was stealing that much money on a daily basis? They've been trying everything they can possibly do to try and stop this tour. They took my luggage, and when I asked where it is, they said it's on the plane. It couldn't have been. I just pulled up. They're being paid big money to try and sabotage my tour because it's so many people that are mad it's this successful, and they can't eat off me. They got caught stealing money from my travel/jets, got fired, got mad. This is how they plan things in your luggage. They try to make me book another jet every time, all because I fired management who found out for years they were adding 30 to 50K on my jet and pocketing it. I fired a tour manager recently who was doing the same thing, and mad he got the boot. Their goal is to make me late and to pocket 40K. While all this was going down, Megan decided to be petty by posting several selfies of her chilling in her house while telling her fans she couldn't wait to see them at her show. Now mind you, she made this post around the same time that Nicki was getting arrested and literally had to cancel her show. A lot of people peeped the shade that Megan was throwing and immediately jumped into her comments, like this person who said, "This is exactly what they want. Nicki locked up so the horse can prosper and it'll never happen." Another person said, "They always worried about shading Nicki." Anyway, not too long after this, Nicki was released from police custody after having to sit in jail for like 5 hours. It turns out the substance in question that they arrested her for was weed, which is actually legal in Amsterdam, by the way. What's even more messed up is that the weed that they found in her bag didn't even belong to her. It was one of the security guards. But instead of them going after him, they decided to arrest Nicki just to humiliate her and give the blog something to use to label Nicki as a cokehead, which is a narrative they've been trying to push for a little minute now. The Dutch police released a statement after her release that read, "We have just released a 41-year-old American woman who we arrested this afternoon at Schiphol on suspicion of extorting soft drugs. After consultation with the Public Prosecution Service, the suspect was fined and can continue her journey." Now, when all this went down, people could not help but notice just how shady the whole thing was. They basically arrested her for nothing and managed to get her canceled on a show that she had that day, which is basically what Nicki said they was trying to do the whole time. Some external factors were clearly at play to try and sabotage her and create a smear campaign against her tour, and people believe that Jay-Z and Roc Nation have a whole lot to do with it. In fact, fact, during the time that Nicki was going at it with Megan over Hiss, a few months ago, she put Jay-Z and Roc Nation on blast for trying to destroy her career so they can replace her with Megan.
If that Roc Nation brunch got you feeling like you could talk about my family, and I have a 3-year-old innocent child, have had my home swatted twice with drawn, they magically, no one seemed to find the person.
She also put up a couple tweets where she name-dropped Jay-Z and the whole Roc Nation unit. She said, "On the next song, I delve into all the people Desiree allegedly fired for unknown reasons. Other things as well. So many people were blindsided and hurt by her. Allegedly. She's willing to go broke to replace me? Fix it, Jesus. #Goodfoot." She also replied to a post that Roc Nation put up about Hiss and said, "Spending so much money, but she's the little broke independent artist. Desiree, you gotta let it go, baby. The world knows she's ASS and can't rap. Stop effing trying to make fetch happen. #Bigfoot. I just put out a song with no promo, no video. It's already 2. People also realized that even before this whole feud with Megan, she had mentioned Jay-Z and Roc Nation trying to sabotage her. A few months ago when she went off on Elliott Wilson for coming for her after she appeared in a live stream with Kai Cenat to promote Pink Friday 2. She said, "Elliott, if you would spit Jay-Z's D out for 1 second, you'd be able to be happy for the newcomers. Isn't that how y'all tried to tarnish my image? By saying I'm not welcoming new girls in? Did songs with all of them though. Why you not happy for a young black man like Kai? Tomorrow, B."
You know how many tweets I've seen you post disrespecting me, Idiot Wilson? All of y'all, for some reason, when y'all are around certain people, y'all feel that y'all have this power. Why? When y'all have an affiliation to Jay-Z in some sort of way, y'all be thinking that y'all can disrespect and violate.
The popular YouTube blogger Storm Monroe, who usually gets all his tea from Hollywood insiders, he said he got word that Jay-Z's behind this and that there's a paid entire team of people funded by Roc Nation to give them information on everything that Nicki does. That's how the Dutch police know that there was weed in Nicki's luggage before she even arrived. It was all a setup from the beginning to label her as a cokehead and sabotage her tour with bad press.
Was that allegedly Jay-Z and Roc Nation is behind this? Jay-Z and Roc Nation has been after Nicki for a while, especially after she released that song Bigfoot, Goodfoot. But even long before then, there had been beef, which I did not realize. So, from what I'm being told, wait, let me read the intel as it's coming in. Was trying to get her arrested, but of course legally. That's why they waited till she was overseas to do this to her. Roc Nation wanted to make sure that when she got arrested or apprehended for whatever, because you know in the industry they can get you set up with all kinds of charges. All right. It said that they wanted to make sure her husband was not with her because her husband is her protection, which we know that. But we know, being said, Roc Nation is looking to bankrupt Nicki. And this is why there has been several stories planted about her being broke, going broke, or needing to constantly tour because she's close to being broke. So listen, this was absolute setup and sabotage. And if I was Nicki, I would fire my whole team. Fire the whole security team. There is a mole. Get rid of them all. There is a mole. Because now that I think about it, Roc Nation got Meg. The only competition that Nicki has is Meg. Let's keep it real. It ain't Lotto. It ain't Mocha Latte. What's the other rappers out here? There's nobody. It ain't Cardi. I know y'all wanted it to be Cardi. It ain't Cardi. She was absolutely set up. Also, Tory Lanez was supposed to sign the Roc Nation first, and the second option was Meg. See? But y'all remember when Tory Lanez's daddy said, "This is Roc Nation," we all thought he was crazy. If it's anything we've learned in 2024, you can't put none past these celebrities. Ain't nothing that come out that sound crazy, far-fetched. I promise you it's not. Not even Doja Cat, no. Not even Doja Cat. I wonder if the industry is attempting to get rid of Nicki to put Meg on top, to put Meg in her spot. Okay, I'm gonna read this to y'all as it's coming in. This civil arrest that she went through is gonna make her afraid to continue to travel to finish the tour over there because it made her hot. Remember, Drake had to escort her to Toronto. This is why she's fearful of traveling internationally. I didn't know that.
So as y'all can see, there's an intentional effort being made to mess Nicki up, and it looks like the attacks are coming from Roc Nation so they can push Nicki out and replace her with Meg. This also explains why Nicki got so triggered when Meg spoke to her husband in that song, because she's always had a lot of hatred for her because of the things that Roc Nation has been doing. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said, "I agree, Meg is touring now, and this was an attempt to mess up Nicki's tour. Jay-Z will never not be petty. Nicki has never had anything like this happen before on her tours. She knows how to travel, for F's sake." Another person said, "Even if Nicki left the country on her own accord and retired, Meg still would never take Nicki's place, just as Chloe can't replace Beyonce or Tyler can't replace Rihanna." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Nicki getting arrested for in a country where is literally legal? And do y'all think Jay-Z is really the one pulling the strings? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.